Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends episode, and in today's video we are going to have our annual CC guide for Dragon Ball Legends. And in this video I'm going to cover the topics for how to save Chrono Crystals for the Ultra. So the objective of this video is to tell you guys what you need to do to have enough so that you may get the Ultra, which will be dropping around the 11th, 12th of July 2024. So the last Ultra dropped on the 11th of July 2023, and that was Ultra Vegito Blue. And in most cases the Ultra will be broken and most likely take over the meta for at least a month or two before the meta shifts once again. So for you guys to get the most out of this, I would suggest that everyone stops summoning on the fusion banners as of today. If you are currently on the 5th step and you want to finish your rotation, then by all means do that. If you are not, then just stop completely, as you would be wasting your CC as of right now. And yeah guys, I know they are really hyped, you really enjoy using them. The fusion mechanic or synchro gauge is quite impressive, but the Ultra, and I promise you that, will be broken completely, and that is what we need to make sure we are going to get. As you guys might be aware, this is my second account. This is the account where I have the better Ultras. That is why I'm currently here, to show you guys where to get the CC. So yeah, without wasting any more of your time, let's get into this. Alright guys, starting with the first one, we are going to have a total of 7 anniversary raids, and it's going to be going from the 25th of May until I believe the 5th of June for the first one, and then from then the next one will start. So basically every week we're going to get a raid, up to 7 in total. So that is 4,900 Chrono Crystals just from the raid. And on top of doing the raid, you can get an extra 600 Chrono Crystals just from the raid honors. But that does take a bit of time, but I mean, by the time you get that, the Ultra should have just come out. So you're looking at 4,900 plus the 600, giving you a decent total of Chrono Crystals, up to 5,500 already. And that is just from the raids, boys and girls. Then if you guys did the challenge battle, there are currently Chrono Crystals there. I think it's about 500, so you can add that to your tally as well. And on top of that, we also do have the Shenron. Once you have all 7 Dragon Balls, you can make a wish for another 1000 Chrono Crystals, which would then give you a decent amount as well. And you're also getting Z power throughout all of this. The anniversary food tool also does give you Chrono Crystals. I think it's about 500 if I'm not mistaken. So that is definitely something you want to do daily to get that done. And on top of all of that, as like I said, you're still getting your Legends Limited Z power and other resources as well. The co-op is going to give you 606 Chrono Crystals right now, and that is lasting until the 19th of June. Once the 19th of June comes, it will reset and you'll get the second co-op, which is another 606. And bear in mind, boys and girls, this is all happening within the month of June. So by the time the month of June ends and we get into July for the Ultra, we should be on the 6th raid of the anniversary, which would then be telling you how much raids are left, which should be just 1, which will be the raid for the Ultra. And we might also get a special raid just for the Ultra, like how we did last year, which could be an additional 600, 700 Chrono Crystals. And we also have the Zenkai for Broly, which is another 300 Chrono Crystals. And yeah, if you log in, you also do get Chrono Crystals as well. It's not a lot, but it does pick up daily. And yeah guys, this is basically the Chrono Crystals right now for part 1. So I'm not talking about part 2 yet. Part 2 might have Chrono Crystals as well in between, but what I just spoke about now is just for part 1. Then also you need to look at PvP. It ends on the 12th of June. So if you are playing PvP right now, you should be able to get at least a minimum of 500 Chrono Crystals if you're not a hardcore player. If you are a hardcore player, then 1000 Chrono Crystals should be yours. Then on top of that, we do also have the Tournament of Power. Please do ignore my Tournament of Power League, as this account has not been up to date with it, but on my main account I am currently in Z League. So if you are playing the Tournament of Power, you should be able to get some Chrono Crystals this week, and then you need to prepare for the next Tournament of Power. And then on top of that, Legends Ranking is officially a bonus round this month. So you should be able to get 600 Chrono Crystals from Legends Ranking alone for the month of June, which will also add up. And all of this is currently on the screen, so you should be able to bear in mind or keep in mind how much CC you should have by the 1st of July up to the 10th of July. So you guys will only be spending on the 11th of July, and the best part about that is that all these banners only go away on the 17th of July, which means you have enough time to actually wait it out. If the Ultra is not to your liking, you can just come back to this banner on the 11th of July. If you actually do like the Ultra, then yeah, I mean, summon for the Ultra. That's basically how this game works in a nutshell. So I've covered the main aspects of it. And if you are a new player, or if you rerolled your account, don't forget to go to character upgrades as well, and make sure that you are soul boosting. Soul boosting will give you a lot of chrono crystals over time, and it's quite easy to do. As soon as it's done, you should get about 40 CC per character that you upgrade, and it all goes up to 200,000 boost panels. If you exceed 200,000 boost panels, you no longer get CC, so just keep that in mind for future references. And then you also have the story mode, which we have up till part 15. If you have not golden starred any of this in any of these chapters, then it's very important to go back to chapter 1 and make sure that you golden star every single mission in these chapters, because at the end of the day, if you're going to do all of that, you're going to get over 10,000 CC just by making sure everything is golden. Plus, on top of that, you also do have these Charlotte missions over here. It gives you up to 6,000 chrono crystals, and it is something you can get. Then we also have the mission plan, which gives you 500 chrono crystals if you just do it normally as a free to play. If you are going to buy it, then it's an additional 1,500, which, bear in mind, is probably a good investment right now because it is the anniversary. Then we have these stems that basically resets every 2 weeks, so you get 1,000 every 2 weeks. You're looking at 2,000 chrono crystals every month. So the month of June just started. You should be able to get about 2,000 by the end of this month, which is a decent amount to add to your current tally. Then after all of that, you guys are still not done. We can do more. There is a lot of special tabs here. You can go through the trunks for training if you haven't done that. The Goku and Bardock mission gives you about 100. Then we got these missions here. If you do complete them, each and every single one will give you chrono crystals. You're looking at 50 per mission. So just bear in mind, there's a lot of these. But currently, for the one I just spoke on, we're getting about 200 chrono crystals just here. And this one should be a bit more, as you can see. So yeah, guys, if you have maxed out characters, this is probably the place to be for in-game players. If you don't have maxed out characters, unfortunately, you would not be able to do that right now. But it is something to keep in mind for the future. Legends Road and all of that, I will keep for more for new players. If you guys are interested in that, it's definitely something you want to do. But the special stab does have a lot of CC as well. If you are a veteran player and you don't have access to those chrono crystals anymore, then the best thing for you to do is to focus on these raids that we were speaking about, and make sure that you are also looking at your friendship grind, because for a veteran player, friendship grind is actually not bad because it does give you a lot of chrono crystals. If you do it for an hour every single day, and basically you just need to go to the part 6. You need to go to a section that's called a well, I forgot the words all of a sudden. I think it's called a world to overcome, I believe. It should be, yeah. You go to book 1 chapter 8 part 6, and you basically use your characters here. You get more XP for friendship, and it will upgrade you. And on top of that, if you actually add the friendship equipment to your units, you should be able to actually get a decent amount, and you normally get that by the Z medals. So if you go to the Z medals and you go to other, well, sorry, I think they moved it, or is it here somewhere? I think they changed it. Let me just find it for you guys. I think it's, is it not? I think it's by Ray medals. Where is it? Is it specific equipment? What happened to it? Okay, I guess it's not showing on this account, but it should be by your Z medals. It's not by the Z2. Yeah, no, it can't be by the Z2, but it should be by the Z medals. If you guys can just double check for me, it should be unless they really moved it. If they did move it, then I'm going to have to make a video to find it, or a short or something. But there is this equipment that you can add, and this equipment basically gives you the stats to assist you with grinding friendship, basically. And what? Oh, they did move it. They did move it. So, oh my god, that's bad. They actually put it here. That is not a good sign, boys and girls, because this was under Z medals. Now that it's under equipment medals, it's actually a bit more pricey, and I would not recommend getting a lot of these because it's gonna cost you. It's 100 for one, and if you only need about 9, so it's gonna cost you 900 equipment medals to get them. And if you do have them, then yeah, you can basically add them to your units, and it will allow them to get more more friendship ranking power. So for this video, I'm just gonna do 9 because I do need 9, and I'm gonna keep them. So it cost me 900. You don't really have to max them out, but like I said, equipment medal is very important in the game, and you don't really want to waste it. But if you do have a decent amount, then upgrading these and keeping them forever is not a bad idea. And 9 is basically going to give me enough for 3 characters. If you want to get enough for your entire bench, you basically need 3 times 6, which is about 18. So you need 18 of these if you want to get all of them, and that's going to cost you 1,800 equipment medals. But I wouldn't recommend doing it right now because equipment medals is more important for equipment. I only did it for the video, and also because I still have a decent amount, I can always get them back. So yeah guys, that's how you get these equipment. As you saw, just lock them. You never ever want to sell these ever, so make sure that they're locked, because these is basically your infinite method of getting chrono crystals. And if you do it every day for an hour, you can get 120 CC per day. You do that per week, it's 700 per week. You do that for a month, it's almost more than 2,800. So yeah, you guys can do the math on that, but it's a decent amount to do. And since it is the anniversary and you want to try to get at least 15,000 chrono crystals for the ultra, then this is definitely what you want to do today. The ultra might be GT or it might be Sun Family, but either way, it's going to be broken. So yeah guys, that's basically it for the video. I almost did forget one thing though, and that was the missions that they're giving right now to us, whereby you need to collect these 4,000 CC by doing the raid. So this helps because you have to do the raid anyway. So you need to get up to 800 medals. That's going to give you 4,000 chrono crystals. And yeah, by the time the ultra comes, most of us should be done with the first 2,000, or even up to the 600, which is the first 3,000. So that should give you another 3k that you can add. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys found some value in my little breakdown of the chrono crystal evaluation. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.